We're in the studio with Angel Brutus from the Angel Brutus Yoga Company. And can you tell me about the different styles of yoga?
Sure, there are various different styles of yoga. Like I said, I have friends who practice Bikram yoga, which is a hot yoga type where the room is set up to above 100 degrees. And basically the basic premise for yoga in itself is to get to a point to where you're warming your muscles and really playing into the elasticity and plasticity of your muscles. And so every yoga practice kind of builds into the heat, but the Bikram in particular is kind of like doing yoga in a sauna. And then you have a vinyasa flow style, which is the style that I typically teach, where every movement is connected. There have been times where I would visit different studios or different classes in a gym where an instructor will teach a pose and then bring you out the pose and then go to another one. And so the type of yoga style that I teach, like I said, is vinyasa, and it's a flow yoga. So every movement is intricately connected, and the movements are dictated by your breath.
So it's almost like a routine.
It's like a routine. It's a choreography. Like when I teach, I have to come up with my choreography. And so you have that. You also have another style which is called power yoga, which probably fits in well with like people who are familiar with Pilates. You tend to hold your poses a lot longer. It's really more so that strength and conditioning. You still get that meditation and relaxation and the stretching piece, but the power yoga is really hitting all those muscles hard. And so, a lot of people say all the time that, when you think of yoga, you think just meditation. And it's so much more to it because it does combine, connecting the mind, the body, and the spirit. And having those three things in balance is something that impacts how you approach life. So
I think of yoga and I think downward dog. That's the most common term that people will say yoga. It's like, oh, do the downward dog.
That is the most common term. That is the most recognizable pose. But there are so many different poses within the yoga practice. And I'm a level 3 instructor. And so I'm very familiar with levels 1, 2, and 3. And I've tried level 4s. I'm not quite there yet. But the beauty of yoga is that you accept yourself where you are. So it's letting go of judgment, it's letting go of competition, and it's letting go of expectations in such a way where you begin to embody this lifestyle of acceptance, self-acceptance. And the more you're with that, the more able you are to do your downward dog, and it could look different from someone else's.
So how many levels are there? You said you're on level 3.
Goodness. You can have a level 4 and a level 5, and those are considered like the expert, creme de la creme, top of the cream instruction poses. I mean, if you've ever seen a yoga journal, you've probably seen poses where a person is completely bent all the way backwards and over. Exactly. That's to catch your eye, to make you pick up the magazine. But once you get into the content, it's a lot different.
Okay, we'll be right back. And join us when we get back.